but we need to let ourselves know that not every day is going to be great. Not every day is going to be peaches and cream. So I think for me is really encapsulating the fact that it's okay to not be okay sometimes and just take breaks.
Hey Wildcats, my name is Nicole Camacho and I am your host for today's episode. Welcome to UAZ Podcast. Today I have a very special guest, Chazzie.
Hello.
So please introduce yourself. What are you majoring in, and are you in any part of organizations or clubs here on campus?
Yes, my name is Chazzie Grosshandler. I'm a political science and Spanish major here, and I am involved in Hillel and Model UN.
Thank you so much for coming on. It's such a blessing to have you on the podcast and to empower voices here at the U of A. So for our first question is, what does living with a purpose mean to you?
I think for me, living with a purpose is really remembering where I've come from in life and being blessed to be in the family that I've been born into, which is a family that really encourages love and humanity and acceptance for all. So living with a purpose is realizing that I'm so grateful that I can help benefit others and talk to people and have really important conversations and give back. So for me, that's what living with a purpose is like.
Yes. For any of you guys who do not know Chazzie is a transgender student here at the U of A. So can you please tell us your coming out story, how you felt in that moment, and what brought you to create this organization you have?
Yes, of course. So ever since I was little, as early as 2 years old, I always knew I was different than kids my age. I always gravitated to stereotypical girl things such as dolls and dresses and sparkly clothes. And I have 3 older brothers, and none of my brothers liked this stuff. So when my parents saw this behavior, they were confused, but wanted to make sure that their kid was happy. And so over time, I kept expressing myself more feminine than masculine. And it wasn't until one morning before 4th grade, I remembered so clearly, I was crying to my parents. And they said, "Honey, what's wrong? Why are you so sad?" And I said, "Mom, Dad, I'm not just a boy who likes girly things. I am a girl, and I want you to know that." And they looked at me, and they saw me, and they told me that everything's going to be okay. And I'm so grateful for that moment and for the experience being who I am, because I know not everyone has that support. But from me coming out, I started wearing more girls' clothes outside, growing my hair out, and I've been so grateful to be my true authentic self for now a decade. So I'm really grateful.
Oh my God, that's such a sweet little story. For people whose parents do not accept them, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, of course. Honestly, if your family does not support you, then you have a chosen family. And that chosen family is the LGBTQ plus community. And it's so important to know that you have people around you, even if it's not your immediate family. So go find those people. Find those people that will recognize you, as your true self, and know that you are loved so dearly.
I've seen so many events with LGBTQ plus community events here on campus and also out in the community. Is there like an event that you love to go every year, or any sorts or clubs or anything?
Well, for one, I love going to pride parades every June. I'm from Chicago, so we have a huge pride parade in June, and it's such an historical and such an important moment to be there with all those people that are just unifying us for who we are. So big groups like that, especially when there is so much going on in the world right now, how can us as a community remind ourselves that this is not the first time that we are existing and really be in a place such as a pride parade or even little get-togethers? It's different for everybody. So I would say that.
Oh my goodness. So how can students start finding their own purpose?
I think students here finding their own purpose, how can they do that? Going out and doing what makes you happy. Whatever community you're a part of, whatever interests and passions that excite you, go out and find yourself. And the University of Arizona, there are so many possibilities here. and so many groups to join and experiences to have experienced. And I think students here finding a purpose for themselves is doing what makes them happy and going to find things, even if you go to something and you may realize, it's not for you, that's okay. You have that experience. So for students finding their purpose, going out and doing what makes you happy.
Yeah. That's what I noticed when interviewing people. We just interviewed Ellery, who is a trans and also president for the Mock Trial Club
Love
here.
it.
And it just surprised me how much the university is so welcoming to everyone. They're all so nice. And seeing him take on such a leadership role is so amazing. So
amazing.
Yeah. So it's very inspiring for other students, and I'm so glad you're here talking about your journey. So how has sharing your story helped people better understand transgender and non-binary youth?
I think for me, sharing my story has helped other people understand trans and non-binary youth. Simply that we're the future.
Yeah.
Trans and non-binary people are human beings, and we have always been here. So I think a lot, anytime I've had a conversation with someone, anytime I've spoken at a gathering, I realize how much I'm actually making a difference in people's lives. And I think what this podcast is really helping, and what advocacy and leadership in general is, you even sometimes don't know the people that you are impacting.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to hear that, because you realize people that you don't even know are impacted by your work. And so it's been such a joy and honor these past 8 years of doing what I love, which is advocacy, and helping people understand that at the end of the day, I'm just a normal person.
Yeah.
I have so many passions and interests that excite me. And it's really rewarding for people to just come up to me and say, I just saw you on TV, or I just saw you in a newspaper. Thank you. So it's really rewarding that at such a young age that I am, that people are impacted by my work.
Yeah, before we started recording, we were kind of fangirling of AOC.
Yes.
Is there a politician or any activist that inspires you?
Yeah, I love AOC. The work she does is incredible. I love Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes.
She is incredible. I've had the privilege of meeting her a couple years ago, and she is just incredible. And I think for me, activist, the reason I do my work is because I know I'm not the first person doing this work.
Yes.
So I always acknowledge all the beautiful Black and brown trans women of color who have come before me, so that I can thrive. So I would say them.
That's so great. Yeah, there's lots of activists here on campus as well. We just interviewed Eddie Baran, who is a Latin advocate here on campus. So that's so cool getting to talk to him and his stories here on campus. So for our next question for you is, advocacy work often comes with challenges. So was there any challenges that you had to go through?
I think for me, the challenges I've gone through, which I'm super grateful, have really been slim to none. I think the only real challenge that has occurred is realizing, is my work impactful?
Yeah.
I used to really second guess everything that I did when it comes to public speaking, because I would be scared I wouldn't reach the right people.
Yeah.
But it has, and I'm so grateful for that. But I think having that little fear of, when I came out to my parents, I didn't know that I was later going to be an advocate.
Yeah.
I didn't know that my story would be many stories of other individuals just like me. And so I think it was really a surprising feeling, but that the challenge I had was, will it resonate with people?
Yeah.
Will it be authentic to people? So I would say that.
I feel like advocacy comes with a lot of work, and you have your own organization. So how are you balancing all of that at the same time?
Yeah, for sure. It's honestly such a good question. I am balancing so much at once, but I love it. I think realizing it's important to have both things in my life, right?
Yeah.
My organization that I've helped create, and also my personal school life, right? Because there's so much going on in the world. How can I create peace within that? So I've just been taking every day as it comes and not thinking too far ahead in life, and just realizing now, given on what's happening in the world with everything, just to take things one day at a time, and realize I don't need to build my life just around the organization that I've had to create. There's so much more to me, but it's really about just doing the right protocols that I have to do and just taking each step like it is, or else I'm going to overwhelm myself. So
yeah, that's so true. Sometimes I want to plan out all my assignments for the month, and then I get stressed out because I'm all like, oh my God, I have to do all of
exactly.
this. And I think it's such a bad strategy. Well, for me, I like to do like weekly reminders of all the assignments I have to do.
Yes.
So it takes off a lot of stress out of my shoulders. So for our next question is, what practices or mindsets have helped you stay resilient, and how can students here build the same resilience as you?
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, the practices and mindsets I do for myself is a lot of self-care.
Yeah.
Whether that be distancing myself from social media or going outside on nature walks, just smelling nature, being outside, period. Those things make me feel like that's like I'm practicing self-care and really taking the time for myself, because I realize as an individual, I can't have the world fall on me.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure that I'm taken care of physically and mentally for my own well-being and put that ahead of everything else. And how students can foster the same is, like I said before, doing things that make you happy and don't put so much pressure on yourself, because us humans, we're constantly growing every day. We're constantly learning new things.
Yeah, that's true.
And to give yourself grace. I think giving yourself grace, because we can overwhelm ourselves as individuals, but we need to let ourselves know that not every day is going to be great. Not every day is going to be peaches and cream. So I think for me is really encapsulating the fact that it's okay to not be okay sometimes and just take breaks.
You mentioned that you like going on nature walks and getting your mind off of things. You are from Chicago. How is nature here in Arizona, and are you liking it? Are you adapting?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's so hot here.
Yeah.
That was like, I knew that before coming here, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. So like, I mean, even like in like 90 degrees and I'm like, oh my gosh, it is so hot. But I love it. I love seeing all the things we have around campus in Tucson. I don't know if you've ever been like the Turtle Pond. Have you been yet?
The one on campus?
Yeah. So I love it so much. It's been a place for me to just like go to, just like collect my thoughts, gather my thoughts. But I love the nature here. The palm trees are beautiful. The sunsets are stunning. Stunning. And we need to appreciate nature more because it's so important. So I love it here.
Yeah, that's so true. I love whenever I go to the wild, I always see some type of animal. So I love seeing hyenas, coyotes. So that's one of the pros of living in Arizona, but as well that it's really hot here. And I see people wearing hoodies on their way to class, and I'm like, girl.
I know, or sweatpants. Yeah. I'm like, I can't. I can't. Too
cannot.
Hot.
No.
Too hot.
So why is representation so important to you?
I think representation is so important to me because I know that there's purpose behind it. And I know that the more authentic and visible, real representation that we see in media or in real life, the more authentic it is. Because these are our stories that we are having. Yeah. These are our own personal stories. And not everybody has the same story. And so representation is going out in the forefront, doing this podcast, and getting to talk to other people that may not understand maybe as much or have a level of acceptance. But something I always like to say is acceptance does not require understanding.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm going out in the forefront, being that representation, being that voice for people who can't speak is so important. So,
you are very, very inspirational, and I can see so much aura from you. Thank you. Was there any like stepping stone or something that really triggered you to go into this leadership role?
I think for me, really what, like, motivated me was knowing that my family accepted me and knowing that supported me. Because if I didn't have that family, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be as confident and happy as I am. And I think also being from a great state in Illinois, it is such an accepting, affirming state. And being able to have all the resources that I've been able to obtain. But like I said, there's so much going on right now. So I think really remind myself to be that beacon of hope and remind myself that there's always hope. But that's what's keeping me grounded and what's keeping me confident in here.
Yeah, so. I think that's really good, having that support at home. Every time we have a guest here, they always talk about having a good set of friends or a good set of family who really supports you and gives you advice. So that's a kind of like a pattern we're seeing with every guest, and I think that's so amazing because it's so true. Having that support, and whenever you need help, you have someone you can talk to or ask for advice.
I'm so blessed to have the family that I do and the friends that I do and the community. Because I know not everyone has that, and so I want to fix that. But yeah, it's so important to have those connections around you.
Yeah, that's so true. So how can U of A students make campus more inclusive, you think?
Honestly, I think how the U of A can make students feel more included is, I think, more promotion with different clubs. I mean, I've been seeing so much on social media when it comes to, like, for the school. But I need there to be more promotion, I think. I think I see, like, the main clubs happening, but what about, like, the underrepresented clubs? I think there needs to be a little more emphasis and more excitement because that's what makes the University of Arizona is its beautiful, bold diversity of different cultures here and different genders, sexual orientations, etc. And so I think really speaking up more about it and really showing them these prospective people that want to join these clubs and organizations and just be at the U of A to know, like, you matter here and you belong here. So just speaking, I guess, about it more would be important.
Yeah, speaking about it, and also, like you said, with the clubs, I'm not sure, I haven't done research if there's, like, an LGBTQ plus club. Do you know?
I think there is one. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's just like LGBTQ plus like club. But I think there is one. And then also Campus Health has amazing resources for LGBTQ individuals. ASUA, the student government for clubs, has an LGBTQ club. There are definitely some things, and that's what really motivated me to be here is the acceptance. But Campus Health, ASUA, that stuff, they have clubs for that.
Yeah, that's so amazing. There is also, like, an organization, Collision, that's a better word for it. It's called Juntos, for all Hispanic or Latino clubs or organizations, which is so cool.
I love that.
And I love how the university is being way more inclusive, including everyone into the loop. So I love that.
I love that. That's amazing.
You've already spoken at the White House, which is amazing.
Thank
How
you.
was that experience like?
It has been such a journey being able to speak at the White House. I've spoken at it a couple of times.
Yeah.
And the first time I was only 15. So 15 years old at White House, like, who can say that? So it's such an exciting like moment to reflect on. Obviously now it's not the same. And I think I won't be able to probably go for a while.
Yeah.
But with the time that I have had there, it has been so amazing to know that my work and my advocacy is at such a national stage, the highest national stage in America, is really, really extraordinary. So I've had the privilege of being there and meeting leaders and talking about who I am at such a powerful place. It has been such an amazing experience for me. So
yeah, 15 years old is so young.
For the first time,
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you were coming back from that trip, like, were people at school asking for your signature? Like, what was going on?
That's so funny. Honestly, like, as soon as, like, I got back, I remember, like, I had borrowed, I'll get to, like, the signature part, but I had borrowed a pencil from my friend for a class. And I went back to my class, and I told them, I'm like, I'm so sorry I didn't give you your pencil back. I was at the White House, and they're like, what? Don't even worry about it. Like, oh, my gosh. But people have definitely really recognized me, which has been so nice. And I don't do this work to get famous. I don't do this work so people can just see who I am or clout, etc. But I do it because it's important. And I'm so grateful for the experiences that I've been for these past 8 years of people coming up to me and recognizing me. But I don't do it because I want the fame. I don't do it because I want the clout. I don't do it because I want it to be like
you want
this
power,
extra power. I do it because I care. And I think that gets really lost in translation with people sometimes. But it is sweet to have people come up and be like, I've seen you before. You're amazing. And I'm just, it's such a exciting thing at only 19 years old. Like, people are coming up to me about that. Because like I said before, I did not expect any of this when I came out, so.
Yeah, I feel like that would be such a surreal moment. You're just, like, shopping, and they're like,
exactly.
Are you Chazzie?
Literally, it happens. Yeah. It happens. The first, literally, I think only, like, a little story, like, 2 months after I launched my organization with my family that I helped create, someone literally was in the grocery store being like, I just saw you and stuff, or I just saw you on TV when I was on the train sometime. But it's so surreal. It's so surreal, but yeah.
So, did you already have a speech ready to go for the White House, or how did that work?
So basically, it was for Transgender Day of Visibility, which is a day, March 31st, to acknowledge the lives of trans individuals. And I had some talking points down. It was me. It was a long brown round table with me, my parents, and 5 other proud families with transgender kids. With Doug Emhoff, the second gentleman, which was an incredible experience. And so, like, I had some talking points, but it was really just a conversation, especially when it was almost 4 years ago, at such a pivotal time to be hearing from us young people. But yeah, I had some stuff written down, but I was just so ready to be there, open up and be like, this is who I am, so.
Oh, I love that. It was like a conversational flow, because
it was very nice.
You were so young. You're at the White House. You would be so nervous.
Yes.
So I'm so glad it was more like a conversation.
Exactly, yes. And it was so nice. And I was nervous because that was the first time I had ever been on, to the White House.
Yeah.
And at such a young age, I've been in high national stuff, but I think it's really interesting to see, how different it was. But I've been blessed to go a couple times, so.
Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to go
one
to
day,
the White House.
I'm telling you.
Yes, one day.
One day you will go.
So what excites you most about the future?
I think what excites me most about the future is seeing more people share their stories of who they are as individuals, and getting back to a place that doesn't feel so separated, because there are so much more good in the world than bad. So I think what really excites me is my career. I really want to work in the Department of Justice when I'm older in DC. And so I can't wait to want to work there and put my own thoughts in as an advocate and carry that into policy and human rights. And also hopefully maybe run for something. I don't know what yet. I'm still figuring it out. But anything in the political sphere fuels me. So I think just what excites me is to keep doing the work that I'm doing and not stopping. So that's what excites me.
Yeah, I heard so many good things about Department of Justice. Was there anything that really strikes you that you want to work there someday?
Yeah, I mean, I still am doing so much research, so it's not like I'm fully set on anything. But I really love the human rights aspect of it all and incorporating that with the law. Because I want to work in public policy. So I think all of that, it sounds really exciting. Obviously, I'm still figuring it out. I've got time, but it's just been, I'm excited, so.
Yes, you are a freshman here at the U of A. Are you still thinking about going to grad school or just going straight into politics after?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think grad school would be a really good option. I'm still trying to figure it out since, like you said, I'm only a freshman. But if anything, with my work of the advocacy that I've done and in college, I think are great. So if I don't go to grad school, then so we'll see though. We'll see.
What has been one of the culture shocks in college since you are a freshman?
Yes, culture shocks. Ooh, honestly, where I'm from, a lot of people feel like they have to assimilate to each other. Not here, which I'm so blessed for. Seeing everyone be able to live their life no matter how they look, no matter how they identify, no matter who they are, that they don't have to feel like they have to, like, assimilate to people. Yeah. So I think really seeing that no one cares, everyone can just be themselves is super refreshing and rewarding.
Yes. So what role do you think students can take while shaping the future?
I think what role is honestly just storytelling. All my work is storytelling and just telling your own stories or telling other people's stories that make people excited and hopeful for the world. So I think students can really just reaffirm that purpose and do what they want to do in their life, whatever you do in your life, whatever roles you take in life, whatever steps you take, that you are doing something that makes you happy. So it's different for everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, doing something happy is so, so important because you can use that as a hobby.
Exactly.
And get your mind off of stuff that is stressing you out. Exactly. So we are coming to the end of the podcast, unfortunately. This was such a great conversation with you.
Yes, this was.
So do you have any advice for students, freshmen, people in the LGBTQ plus community? Any advice you would like to give them today?
There's always hope. Like I said, there's always hope. And you have a purpose here. I'm here for you. The University of Arizona is here for you. People are here for you. So whatever you do in your life, go do it. Chase those dreams. And realize that not every day is going to be perfect. But as long as you acknowledge that and realize that there are better days to come, the world is your oyster. So yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Chazzie,
you
for coming on and inspiring so many students. You inspired me so much.
Oh, thank you.
And I see so much light coming out of you, and I think it's so motivational, and you're making a huge impact here on campus and also in the community.
I appreciate that. Thank you.